saw, and then we're gonna break down why critics say that Texas schools, they become prisons and students, they're treated like inmates. We're to meet Annabelle Jaramillo. She was a 17-year-old honor student at Texas City High School when this happened a couple of years ago. And the thing that set everything off in motion was pretty simple. She rang a cheap plastic doorbell outside of a classroom, it broke off, and according to police, she walked away with it. But then the next day, the school suspending her for 3 days, accusing her of theft. But then Annabelle, she was like, what are you talking about? It was an accident. I was afraid of getting in trouble, so I put the doorbell in a nearby planter. So she goes to the assistant principal's office, right, to Miss Davis to explain what happened. But then when Miss Davis called in the sheriff's deputies to teach her a lesson about theft, Annabelle texted her mom, prompting Miss Davis to slap on 2 more days to that suspension for using a cell phone. With Miss Davis then telling her to leave, Annabelle wouldn't, and so the cops were like, all right, you're going to jail.
You're in the arrest with that. Come on.
What?
You have 2 seconds or I'm gonna make you do it.
You're arresting me?
Reportedly, one cop grabs her right arm, another grabs her left. Annabelle tries to pull away, and they wrestle this 4'11" girl to the floor, gripping her neck, pushing her face into the carpet, and handcuffing her. And Annabelle's apparently prone to panic attacks, so that appears to be what happened earlier, right? You saw her hyperventilating. But as the cops, they sternly commanded her to breathe, which is so helpful. Miss Davis reportedly just kind of pointed a fan at her, went back to her desk, and I'm not kidding, just starts eating potato chips. And so after 3 whole minutes of that, Annabelle went still, later saying she passed out. Or with her getting sent to the ER, and even after all that, she still went to the county jail for theft, where she says she had a second panic attack. And while the charge, that was ultimately dropped after she took an online course about stealing, her mugshot was still posted online for everyone to see. And so she ends up finishing her classes from home, she skips her graduation and saying, she's just traumatized about the whole thing to this day. And again, remember all of that, it was over a doorbell. And if after hearing all that and seeing all that, you think that's ridiculous, you are not alone. But for many, the reason that these school cops became a whole big thing is kind of understandable. Right? It goes back to the deadliest school shooting in the state's history, the one at Robb Elementary in Uvalde 4 years ago when a gunman murdered 19 kids and 2 teachers. And of course, you had families, schools, and state officials wanting to prevent anything like that from ever happening again. So the following year, lawmakers required each public school to and all about the sea. That was wrong. The state are high simple.
Arresting me? What?
Right. You talked away. I mean, so many of the Texas senior rang honors to become school cops. About all of that. You now have Texas school police pepper spraying, tackling, and tasering, including a bunch of snowflake hypocrites. And while you now have Texas school police pepper spraying, tackling, and tasering students left and right. We're talking about all of the clubs. Start the one you just made. Here's Annabelle. All right.
Yeah.
Grabs her right to the floor. So that appears to be so helpful. Potato chips. And so after 3 whole minutes of that, Annabelle for about skips her graduation and saying, she's just traumatized about the whole thing to this day. And again, remember all of that, it was over a doorbell. And if after hearing all that and seeing all that, you think that's ridiculous, you are not alone. But for many, the reason that these school cops became a whole big thing is kind of understandable. Right? It goes back to the deadliest school shooting in the state's history, the one at Robb Elementary in
No, my shit didn't freeze. It's just this shit so fucked up. It's making me buffer. Like, you know that song, Thank You for Replacing the Ayatollah Khomeini with another Ayatollah Khomeini, or however that song goes. It's like this concept. Thank you for replacing the shitty cops with a different kind of shitty cop.
Uvalde 4 years ago when a gunman murdered 19 kids and 2 teachers. And of course, you had families, schools, and state officials wanting to prevent anything like that from ever happening again. So the following year, lawmakers required each public school to have at least 1 licensed police officer on campus. It's actually one of the most ambitious programs of its kind in the country, costing hundreds of millions of dollars. And while ordinarily, their work's pretty mundane, right? The cops guard the building, operate metal detectors, keep hallways free of fights, as you'd expect from any police department, sometimes they use force, and sometimes that force is excessive. And actually, I should get specific. When I say sometimes, I mean, you have the New York Times and San Antonio Express News finding over 2,600 use of force incidents from 2022 to the start of this year. And that was actually just with them looking at a fifth of the state's school districts. So who really knows what the full number is? But you had cops grabbing or tackling students hundreds of times, pepper spraying them dozens more, and tasing them at least 9 times. Students were even held at gunpoint in 4 reported cases. And yes, I will say, in some of those cases, the kids were being violent, but in many others, the situation escalated from the kind of the smallest infraction. Like one time, you had a 15-year-old allegedly swearing in a hallway, and within no time, he was getting dragged into a room by his leg. Then somewhere else, you had another 15-year-old allegedly throwing a cheese stick at another student, so the cops slammed him onto the table after he tried to walk away. And then another one, you had a 14-year-old allegedly caught with a vape, and so then the cop...
That dude right there. Man, I wish I was rich. I wish I was a rich man. I would hire me my very own MMA fighter. And then I would issue a challenge to that punk ass. You man enough to step up and fight another man? Or are you just a little squealy little bitch who only beats up kids? Of course, we all know the answer to that.
Restrained him and then smashed him into a wall, shouting,
Just a
"Who
little
else?"
bitch
at the
who
onlookers.
only
In fact,
beats up
cops reportedly used
kids.
physical takedown tactics in about 60 situations where students ignored their commands, talked back, or pulled away. And it's not actually just high schoolers. Right? Reporters found about 24 cases involving elementary kids, including a 6-year-old who was handcuffed. In one district, a cop actually hogtied a 10-year-old boy with a behavioral disorder 3 separate times. Right now, out of 450 cases reviewed by the reporters, nearly a quarter left students with bruises, scrapes, or other injuries, and 2 teens had a concussion. Now, in their defense, you have supporters of school cops saying, they've broken up fights, confiscated weapons, and even prevented violent plots. And so one of the arguments you see is that even if things sometimes escalate too far, they also serve a genuinely useful core function, especially in schools where staff and teachers just can't handle violent incidents on their own. But then you also have critics countering that schools are now basically akin to correctional institutions and discipline has become draconian, arguing now if you violate the dress code, you don't go to the principal's office, you go face first into the ground. And many argue that it's easy to see why, because most Texas school cops come from regular police agencies, and their use of force policies are often copy-pasted straight from those agencies as well. And so they receive very little training in dealing with children, and we've seen in many cases that their conduct is less than professional, we'll say. Or they've yelled obscenities, insults, and threats at students. One cop telling a 7th grade boy to stop crying like a little girl. Another cop told a student who talked back to him, "Boy, I will hurt you." And perhaps one of the most insane incidents, a 17-year-old ran off campus with a vape pen. A cop then cornered him, pointed her gun at him, and shouted, "Get your fucking hands up before I shoot you." Meanwhile, the state actually has no oversight authority. The cop supervisors almost always back them up, and when they are held accountable, it's usually just a verbal warning or extra training. And so whether you support cops in school or not, it appears that the current system just isn't working. Whether it needs to be shut down, tweaked, fixed, or kept the same, that's obviously up for debate. And while we're going to continue to see that play out, usually kind of incident to incident, for right now, I'll pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts? Let me know in those comments down below. But then it is by no means the only story about outrage and backlash today. This next one is very different because it's about the HBO show Euphoria and Sydney Sweeney. Because in this third and probably final season of the show that's about to end this weekend, Sydney Sweeney, while she, she's let the world know she has good genes, she has not often been in jeans this season. And that's because while Alexa Demi's Maddie manages sex workers, Hunter Schafer's Jules is a sugar baby, and Zendaya's Rue works at a strip club, Sydney Sweeney's Cassie is on OnlyFans, and that plot line's kind of gotten the most attention this season. But as her character has filmed content where she's a dog getting choked on its leash, she's posing provocatively while dressed as a baby, she's done various other things kind of clearly meant for shock value. And I don't just mean sex scenes, like there's this whole thing where she's a giant woman and her bare breasts break through windows. It's a whole thing. If you don't watch the show and you have someone describe it to you,
The EL is a hand crank, height adjustable table. The unit adjusts from 30 to 42 inches. We rate the unit at 330 pounds, even though the hydraulic system will lift 500 pounds. The reason we do that, it is a modular design, and we anticipate that you're going to order at least 170 pounds worth of accessories to bolt onto it. It is a hand crank height adjustable table with a true ergonomic design where the accessories adjust with the work surface. Because of that, you're also lifting the weight of those as well. Now the base ergo line comes with a work surface, a fully welded top frame, 2 aluminum legs, 2 horizontal legs, and a modesty pin.
They sound crazy. With all this blowing up, you then also had real-world OnlyFans creators like Sydney Leathers telling Variety there's so much that they have her doing that is not even allowed on OnlyFans, and that alone is infuriating. The age play stuff where she's dressed as a baby in a diaper, for example. Credit card processors have very strict rules that you have to abide by, and the rules are getting stricter all the time. With that pointing to a rule in the OnlyFans terms of service that forbids real or role-played activity depicting the exploitation or abuse of minors. So then also with this, you had another creator, Maitland Ward, telling Variety, this serves to perpetuate stereotypes that sex workers have no moral compass and that they will do anything for money. Rather than also telling TMZ,
it's saying like, oh, look at how weird and creepy they are. Look, you can just go on and do whatever you want and, you'll just make money right away, which is not the case.
It basically says that they're sort of inviting pedophiles, right?
Yes,
People
exactly.
who would
That's
be...
the whole reason you wouldn't be
Right.
allowed to do that. You don't want pedophilia anywhere near pornography. And I think, a lot of times OnlyFans creators and porn creators are thought of the same way as, oh, they're into, you know, all the disgusting, like taboo stuff like that. And we're not. We want to be as far away from that as possible.
You've also had others taking issue with how lucrative the show makes sex work out to be, which, you know, isn't to say that being an OnlyFans model cannot be incredibly lucrative. It definitely can. But you have some saying that it kind of makes it look immediate and guaranteed. But there are scenes where Sydney Sweeney's character gains hundreds of thousands of followers and subscribers overnight, and kind of from the moment that she joins the platform, she just starts making tons of money. And so touching on that, you had OnlyFans creator Gracie Kanan telling Page Six that she thinks there is a danger in romanticizing this job as overnight wealth. And you had creator Alex Ling off and let him know we sent you. But then diving right back into the news, this James Tallarico Ken Paxton situation is crazy, stupid. It's part of the reason I hate politics, but of course, we need to talk about it because you may not fuck with politics, but politics will fuck with you. Because in Texas, there's a big Senate race. You have Tallarico securing the Democratic Party nomination back in March, and then Paxton, the Trump-backed candidate, he clinched the Republican nomination in a runoff this week. And already, they've turned their sights on each other. They've come out swinging. Though Paxton and his supporters, they're seemingly grasping at straws, throwing out things like the false claim that Tallarico's vegan, trying to insult him and argue that he's not man enough to represent Texas. Whereas Tallarico, he's honing in on the various criminal and corruption allegations that have dogged Paxton for years now. And so, for example, with Paxton and his victory speech, he slammed what he claimed were Tallarico's extreme positions on gender, immigration, religion, and other issues. He also seemed to be kind of like peer reviewing various mocking nicknames.
Some people know him as Tofu Tallarico. Some people call him Six Gender Jimmy.
They're not fabricating this.
I've even heard
It's
some
so
people call
weird.
him James Tallarico. And others refer to him simply as Low T Tallarico.
And actually, with that last one, there was an attack ad that launched the next day that was labeled Tallarico Too Low T for Texas. And you've kind of seen a lot of the right-wing voices kind of going all in
So
on this
fucking
meat masculinity angle.
The reason why Democrats are failing is because they've given up on masculinity. They've given up on testosterone. They've given up entirely for a
If Republicans were even 25% as smart as they think they are, they'd realize just how fucking homoerotic everything they say and do is. I mean, like, so gay. Even gay people are like, whoa, rein it in.
effeminate, estrogenic, catty, and totally embarrassing candidates like Beto and Beta here. And most importantly, the American people know what leadership looks like. It looks like President Trump winning 119.
Yes, because you're obsessed with big, beefy, masculine. Oh no, wait a minute. Now you're switching over to your grandpa fantasy. Now he's switching over to his fucking septuagenarian fantasies. He's got an old people fetish.
Out of 119, a 100% endorsement record. Donald Trump is winning across the board.
It is not this baby lotion soft child. He does.
What?
He looks prepubescent.
Yes.
He looks like
What? Yeah, so you want someone who looks like a rotting pumpkin. That's the dick you want to hop on.
such a beta male. He was Beta O'Rourke was his big brother in the after school program.
They nominated someone more effeminate than Beto, and I can't wait for this race to get underway. Did you know that he looks prepubescent?
These are the notes you took?
Did you know that he looks like the guy that leaves an apple on the teacher's desk?
So fucking creepy. So now Jesse Waters is going like pedo.
That's this guy. Now, the major factor in this race, Greg, is whether Tallarico's vegan.
And well, with all this, I think the Democrats just need to continue being on the attack with Paxton, right? Not play defense. That kind of just puts you on your back foot. We are going to talk about all the easy things they can talk about with Paxton. I did also want to take a moment to talk about things like, as far as like where the vegan claim comes from. You did have Tallarico claiming during his 2022 Texas House re-election bid that he was running a non-meat campaign because it was existential that we try to reduce our meat consumption. Apparently that was just for a period of time. Also, one of the the other main attack angles is focused on Tallarico's past comments advocating for transgender rights, including when he said that God is non-binary during a debate over legislation requiring students to play on K-12 sports teams matching their biological sex. And then where people were saying that he said that there were 6 biological sexes, you had Tallarico referring to people with chromosomal variations during a committee debate over a similar bill. And so then also a big thing that popped up is that seemingly combining all of these attacks together, you had Trump advisor Stephen Miller writing on Twitter, the Democrats made history in Texas by nominating their first transgender Senate candidate, which then got a response from the official Democrats account that said, shut up, you ugly fuck. And actually with this, I do need to go on like a mini bubble rant. Okay, so understand.
And then all the MAGA pussies have been crying about it ever since. I mean, crying. Falling in the it's so what the Democrats do. Oh my God. MAGA is a party of weakness.
And this part is a little bit of op-ed. Following that tweet, you had kind of all the worst right-wingers that you've ever seen, right? Who have said the craziest shit for years, who have endorsed and supported a president who has said the craziest and threatening shit for years, all of a sudden clutching their pearls and going, oh my God, how horrible, how uncivil, how actually violent this message is. You had Stephen Miller's wife, Katie Miller, going on a Fox News to cry about it, while then also at the same time trying to shame a woman who she said was responsible for the post, with then just a chunk of the internet responding that she actually looks like an attractive, fun, smart person. It turns out she's then just a chunk of the internet, while then also at the same time trying to shame a woman who
Oh, she's super cute.
she said was responsible for the post, with then just a chunk of the internet responding that she actually looks like an attractive, fun, smart person. It turns out she's actually getting married. So also people started congratulating her for a number of reasons. Then you also had Katie Miller saying that liberal women, they have high rates of mental illness. They're just so sad, which you are probably not the best messenger for this. Katie, you literally fuck Stephen Miller on purpose. Like, you didn't lose a bet or anything. That is the craziest shit I've ever heard of. Talking about mental illness, you got me wanting to stop making this show right now and start marching in the street for healthcare for all so you can get the mental help you seem to need. But back to the news as far as Tallarico. He, for one, he firmly rejected the claim that he's vegan.
I'm not a vegan. I'm an 8th generation Texan. I've been eating barbecue since before Kim Paxton's first indictment. And this campaign basically runs on Texas barbecue. If all they have is lying about me being a vegan, I feel pretty good about our chances this November.
He then also responded to Paxton's Tallafrico label.
Well, I think if Kim Paxton is worried about freaks, he should stop giving Epstein-style sweetheart deals to pedophiles.
And that's actually a very big one. He is referring to the fact that Paxton's office offered a plea deal to a man charged with repeatedly sexually abusing a young boy that would have let him serve just 1 day in jail and avoid registering as a sex offender. And actually that, you had Tallarico really wanted to keep things in perspective when it comes to the seriousness of the criticisms either candidate's facing.
There are statements that I've made where I've missed the mark. I'll be the first to admit that.
Gym Monster 2 is an all-in-one home workout system that has a variety of resistances, different angles you can pull from. It's everything you need to get a really excellent workout at home. On top of...
But Ken Paxton is intentionally clipping my cringy comments to distract from his career of corruption.
And actually with that, we should talk about Paxton's career because while there is no objective measure to definitively label Paxton the most corrupt politician in America, Tallarico's claims, they don't come out of nowhere. For example, going back to 2015, the same year that Paxton was sworn in as Attorney General, Paxton was indicted on charges including securities fraud. And according to the indictment, the actual crime took place back in 2011 when he was a state representative. Allegedly, Paxton pushed his friends and colleagues to invest in a tech startup while posing as an investor himself when he was actually being paid by the company. But his trial was then repeatedly delayed, with prosecutors claiming most holdups were caused by Paxton. And so he spent nearly a decade serving as the state's top law enforcement official despite facing those criminal charges, and even while federal authorities opened another investigation into several other potential corruption crimes committed while in office. And famously, in 2023, state representatives, including several Republicans, voted to impeach him on 20 charges. Charges that included misapplication of public resources, bribery, obstruction of justice, false statements in official records, conspiracy and attempted conspiracy, dereliction of duty, unfitness for office, and abuse of public trust. And many of those charges stemmed from his relationship with a real estate investor and wealthy donor whom Paxton allegedly helped and protected. And that's also his other charges centered on his retaliation against whistleblowers who reported his conduct. But then the Republican-dominated Senate acquitted Paxton, and less than a year later, 3 weeks away from a trial that could have handed him a life sentence, he ended up striking a deal to have the charges from 2015 dropped. And actually all he had to do in exchange was complete 100 hours of community service, take a 15-hour course on legal ethics, and pay roughly $300,000 $300,000 in restitution. And for Paxton, $300,000 ain't much. Because despite living for more than 20 years on the relatively modest salary of a public official, he's gone from being a middle-class lawyer to a multimillionaire. And that's thanks to investments including into a local company that secured a lucrative state contract the year after he first entered office. An investment, by the way, he reportedly failed to disclose. But in any case, Paxton has maintained his innocence, calling the deal the conclusion of a decade-long political prosecution. His attorney emphasizing that the agreement hadn't been a plea bargain and didn't represent an admission of wrongdoing. Also, in the final weeks of Biden's term, the DOJ ended its own corruption investigation, deciding against bringing charges, with many seeing that as them just knowing that Trump was coming in and was probably going to kill it. And so now, for more than a year, especially with Trump back in office, he's been a man kind of unencumbered by the threat of consequences for actions. And that's even though the scandals haven't fully gone away. But there are things like he's reportedly claimed that 3 houses are his primary residence, committing what the Trump administration has repeatedly claimed is a serious crime, but only when it accuses his enemies of doing it. Just last year, right, his wife of 38 years, she accused him of adultery and filed for divorce on what she said were biblical grounds. And so while this is still Texas, and I would personally say that Paxton is still the favorite in my eyes because there's a lot of runway from now till November. Whatever the truth of all the many allegations of Paxton has faced, even in a post-Trump America, you have many saying that is a lot of baggage to try to get into the Senate with. And it's one of the reasons why you're seeing Dems kind of optimistic about this race, especially as the cash has been pouring in. Or just to give you an idea, Tallarico's campaign reportedly raised more than $3 million in the first 24 hours after Paxton came out as the Republican opponent. That is the most money the campaign's raised in a single day, which is really saying something because they raised $2.5 million earlier this year, shortly after CBS decided not to air that interview with Tallarico that he did with Stephen Colbert. And overall, Tallarico raised $27 million in the first quarter of the year, which is one of the highest totals by a Senate candidate ever. Whereas Paxton's campaign and its committees took in $2.2 million over the same period. And so with all that, you had one GOP consultant telling NBC News that groups supporting Paxton are likely going to have to quadruple their original spending for the race to defend their majority in the Senate. And you have some worried that they're possibly going to drain resources from other key battlegrounds. But of course, there's a long road to November. It's too early for anyone really to get confident, and we're going to be here to see what happens. But then also, while we're talking about Republicans, we should talk about Republicans in North Carolina who just proposed a constitutional amendment that would effectively legalize murder to stop abortions. And no, I'm not actually even exaggerating for a punchy intro or clickbait. This is one of the most extreme bills that we've seen in this post-Roe era. Right, so the proposal in question here was sponsored by 2 Republican members in the North Carolina State House. You got Representatives Keith Kidwell and Ben Moss, and specifically this legislation would establish that, quote, a distinct and separate human life begins when the egg and sperm combine during fertilization, and as a result, quote, that human life is recognized by the state as an individual person entitled to the protection of the laws of this state. And so not only would the measure ban all abortion from the moment of conception, it would also make it so that anyone who tries to get or facilitate an abortion would get charged with attempted murder, and those who succeeded would get charged with first-degree murder. But then also, the text of this proposed law explicitly states, any person has the right to defend his or her own life or the life of another person, even by the use of deadly force if necessary, from willful destruction by another person. Or in other words, it would authorize the use of deadly force to prevent an abortion from happening. And so unsurprisingly, when this was unveiled, it got a ton of traction and a lot of backlash online, with many arguing that in addition to just being outright fucking insane, it doesn't even make logical sense. Or you had some people posting that if someone used deadly force against a pregnant woman getting an abortion and kills her, the fetus would also die. Because regardless of how you might feel about abortion, experts widely agree that a fetus can't viably live outside of its mom until 23 to 24 weeks of gestation. But then that's also not the only hole in the legislation, as one person on Twitter noted. Oh, so a rapist can impregnate a woman against her will and then legally kill her if she tries to get an abortion, saying Republicans hate women. And then beyond that, you also had a lot of people arguing that because the language in this bill is so vague, it could jeopardize in vitro fertilization, emergency contraception like Plan B, and even birth control methods like IUDs, with one journalist claiming on Twitter, it's basically a get-out-of-jail-free card for men who want to murder their partners. All they have to do is prove the woman intended to use birth control or have an abortion. In fact, the proposal got so much backlash that one of the sponsors, State Representative Ben Moss, actually ended up pulling his support, saying in a statement that he was removing his name as a sponsor after further discussion and feedback from constituents and members of the community. And while he went on to say that he is still anti-abortion, he believes that the legislation must be written with absolute clarity, and adding, the purpose behind this legislation was to affirm the value and dignity of human life, not to suggest that women should face capital punishment or to create uncertainty surrounding difficult medical situations. But adding, unfortunately, portions of the bill's current language have led to significant misunderstandings that distract from the core pro-life message and intent. So there you had plenty of people pushing back, saying it's pretty hard to see how anyone can misunderstand or misinterpret the bill, like we all read what it says. But regardless, the bill only has one sponsor left, and even before that,
forget to take out
it
your
was seen
trash
kind of
cans.
essentially as dead on arrival. Right, for one thing, it's a proposed constitutional amendment, meaning that it would have to get 3/5 support in the legislature to even make it onto the ballot. And then the voters, they'd still have to approve it even after that. But also, you have experts arguing that even if this bill, right, never really had a shot, we should all still take these outlandish pieces of legislation very seriously. Right, as Jessica Valenti, the author of the Abortion Everyday newsletter on Substack, put it, whether or not a bill has a chance of passing right now is beside the point. In fact, one of our weaknesses as a movement is that we're stuck on reacting to current threats rather than looking decades forward. And adding, that's certainly what the anti-abortion movement's doing. They're laying the groundwork now for laws that they want to pass in 10 or 20 years. And adding, with bills like this, Republicans are giving us a roadmap. Why in the world would we ignore it? But they're also going on to argue that this kind of legislation also poses a cultural danger, right? Noting that death threats against clinics and providers, they doubled in the last year, and adding, this bill sends the message that violence against providers isn't just fine, but brave. And you have others noting that with Kidwell, this is following a trend. In his first term, for example, he proposed a 13-week abortion ban and then took it to the next level in his second term, floating a measure that would ban abortion when a heartbeat was first detected. And then last year, he introduced a measure that would have classified abortion as a Class B1 felony, the same level as rape and kidnapping, and this latest bill, of course, went even further. And so the fact that you have elected officials not only talking about this, but building legislation, it's something you have to pay attention to. Especially because, of course, remember, not too long ago, the idea of overturning Roe v. Wade, it seemed impossible to so many people. But slowly, through years and years of steady work, packing the cords, taking the long-term approach, conservatives made it happen. If you think that they've switched up the game plan, my only question is, how big was the thing that dropped on your head? Right, and then from that, I've got more news that you need to know about today, but first,
Current lessees of an eligible competitive luxury brand vehicle get this exceptional lease offer on this 2026 Cadillac Optic.
Save big on triple pane windows during Hanson's Memorial Day sale. More glass, less draft, built to last. With half-off installation, no interest and no payments until spring 2027. Call or visit Hansons.com today.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
I'm gonna try to convince you to go outside, touch grass, and hang out with me for a little bit.
We just finished a sold-out show here in New York City, and the energy was amazing, Phil.
It was great. You had a chant going, it got weird, it got fun, it got crazy. But we have more coming because we're gonna be doing live shows in Seattle, Portland, Boston, Philly, San Francisco, Phoenix, Denver, Atlanta, Chicago, St. Paul, DC, and Pittsburgh.
CrashingOutTour.com. Get your tickets now or check the link in both of our bios.
So yeah, I got a link in the description and also the top pinned comment of this video. Get your tickets. Even though those 12 days are actually a few months away, our Seattle show, I think also maybe Portland is on low ticket alert. It's a blast. You'll be around other beautiful bastards and you stop doom scrolling for a few hours. But like I said, there's still more news you need to know about today because the Trump administration is now actively drawing up plans to cut international flights at major airports in sanctuary cities. And all of this is in retaliation against immigration protests like those we talked about in New Jersey earlier this week, with Homeland Security Secretary Markwayne Mullins saying those international flights shouldn't be going to cities where, quote, local radical left Democrats aren't allowing us to do our job and enforce federal laws. Right, he floated this idea back on Fox News last month, explaining,
some of these cities have international airports. If they're sanctuary cities, should they really be processing customs into their city? We're asking them to partner with us at the airport, but once they walk out of the airport, they're not going to enforce immigration policy. Maybe we need to have a really hard look at that because we need to focus on cities that want to work with us.
So you're saying that big cities that are sanctuary cities that have a big airport, they might lose their customs?
Well, I'm saying we're going to have to start prioritizing things at some point.
And this week, you've got them taking aim at Newark specifically. Right there, protesters have been raging outside of an ICE facility for days now, with reports saying that detainees are on a hunger strike after being kept in poor conditions without the proper medical resources. With Markwayne saying,
and they're barricading our employees from coming in and out of the facility, then why are we processing international flights into the airport there? They don't want us to enforce immigration, but they want us to process immigration at their facilities. Nothing about that makes sense to me.
Right, but then you also have others saying that the protest could be the detainees' only way to let people know what's actually going on.
I would posit that in this case, part of our responsibility is simply to bear witness. There are detainees inside that building. They have no criminal record. They are not being treated in a way that is humane. They want the three of us and they want all of you at home to know what is happening to them inside that detention facility in our name, with our tax dollars.
But Mullins, he's not buying that. And so if he does pull the trigger here outside of Newark, It could impact airports in LA, Philly, New York, and plenty of others on the Justice Department's list of sanctuary cities. And just to hit on how big this could be, more than 50 million international travelers came through 3 major New York area airports alone last year. And that's not even mentioning how much international cargo you'd have to think about. And so as you might expect, this isn't going over well with a lot of people.
This is just a new level of stupid.
I mean, even people within Trump's own administration, like Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, have said we shouldn't shut down air travel in a state that doesn't agree with our politics. But of course, words are words and actions are actions, and the actions we've seen from people in the administration is they do what dear leader wants. But then also other big news we should talk about. You have a former CIA agent who was thrown in jail after FBI agents seized $40 million worth of gold in his home that they say that he stole from his job. Right, and while there are a lot of unanswered questions right now, the former agent in question is David Rush. And you have reports saying that he started making requests for, quote, large amounts of foreign currency and tens of millions of dollars in gold bars for work-related expenses between November of last year and March of this year. And he was given the money and the gold, but since then, no one's actually been able to figure out what work expenses he claimed that he needed them for. With him then apparently keeping some of it at his office and another part at his home. Because in the investigation, they found 303 gold bars along with $2 million in US currency, along with 35 luxury watches. And I have to note here, some of the stuff that he stole still has not been recovered yet. And with that, you have the FBI saying there was probable cause to believe that Rush, quote, knowingly embezzled, stole, purloined, or knowingly converted a thing of value of the United States for his personal use. And so now, he's been charged with stealing public money. But it also doesn't stop there. And that's because the FBI also claims that Rush obtained a fraudulently inflated salary and fraudulently obtained military leave, as well as he just lied about his background. And there, they say that he lied when he enlisted in the Navy in 1997 by giving them doctored transcripts from Clemson University. And while he was honorably discharged in 2015, the FBI says that he claimed to still be enlisted, allowing him to get tens of thousands of dollars in compensation for taking military leave. They then also say that he applied to work for the federal government 3 times, and there, he claimed 2 other degrees from 2 other places, which also helped him get his security clearance. And by 2018, he also claimed to have graduated from the U.S. Air Force Test Pilot School to apply for senior executive service and claimed to be the director of test for a military weapons test organization. And so with all of that stacked against him, he is now sitting behind bars, and his hearing's actually set for tomorrow. But then the final thing that we have to talk about today before you go back into the wild, this is my favorite story today. A cop pulled this woman over, claiming that she was using her phone with her right hand, except she doesn't have a right hand.
You drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone.
So that's Katie, a Florida influencer who documents her life as a disabled athlete. And the craziest part of this whole thing is that after he sees her arm, the cop doubles down.
So you want to just call this a day? Or?
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand manipulating
You just
the
said
phone.
my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You
so
had a
you
hand
didn't.
out. The right hand. I saw you
So
manipulate.
you didn't.
With the right hand, perhaps not. Hand to God, you don't have funny hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you don't have funny hand.
Hand to God.
Cool.
My guy, there is no other hand. But then even after all that, he tickets her anyway. And also, here's the thing, this is kind of wild. Even if she did have a hand to hold a phone, in Florida, that by itself is not illegal. You can't text or type, but actually looking at something like Google Maps, that's actually fair game. Granted, I wouldn't recommend it. I like you and other people being alive. I'm a big fan of that. But as far as the ridiculousness of this situation, she ended up taking it to court, and surprise, surprise, a judge just dismissed it because of lack of evidence. Which, yeah, literally. But that, my friend, you beautiful bastard, is the end of your Thursday Philip DeFranco Show dive into the news. I don't know about you, this is actually a very interesting one for me today. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you definitely for hitting that like button, helping support the show, keep us in your algorithm. And hey, if you're not 100% filled in, you want to laugh, you want to rage, you want to feel feelings, definitely check out the brand new episode of Crashing Out that just came out. It'll even give you a small taste of what it's going to be like when you go to crashingouttour.com, get yourself some tickets, come see us live in a few months. But with that said, thank you for watching. I love yo face, and I'll see you right back here next time.
At Vistaprint, we print signs so people can see your brand up close. But we also print signs so that people can see your business here. See it here, and see it here, so you stand out. Even when they're way back here. Get 15% off signs and banners at Vistaprint.com.
Looking at people, I don't know. Full of heart. Yeah.
This isn't flying, this is falling with style.
It's also going to flail whole show as an ad on YouTube. And you've got to skip past it now, of course. All right, people are going to do that. But a lot of times what people do is they run their YouTube and they use it like the radio. Yep.
Right.
And they're not sitting in front of it.
They're cleaning their house.
They're cleaning their house. They're, we got guys, who work in construction.
Like time to appeal to the core constituency of 14-year-old boys.
Time to groom children for fascism.
And
he looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Here
think
it is. These guys are going crazy. Here's a little promo of it.
Zoom in a little around.
Oh my God.
Oh
Oh, someone else killed him. Oh, you got ran over by a car.
Wow.
It's AI.
So you have to explain to me what this game
Okay,
is.
pause it for 1 second. I just want to say, like, this seems like a regular feature now. Like, they built all of that, like, intro
Yeah.
stuff to it, right?
Like
Yeah.
the kids are Twitch streaming, playing video games.
That's
We
what
need
they're coming to Twitch streaming 6 years too late. Looks like it.
I'm gonna pull it up. We got the full.
Hold on.
thing here.
Ben is the answer. Ben is the answer to Hassan.
We should get you to debate him through
Join
Fortnite.
Shapiro's youth.
And you just have Saul control the Fortnite part.
Listen, I can play Fortnite.
Let's
I'm not-
go about here. Yeah, this looks fun.
This looks fun.
Look down the other way. The controller.
Yeah, so far I'm doing great.
Yeah, you're doing great. It's great. Way better than I did.
You're really good at falling.
This isn't flying, this is falling with style.
It's also good at flailing.
Just like Socialist Policy, it's all fun and games until you hit the ground.
Exactly.
Oh my God, it's like a parody of itself.
Just like.
So they're playing Fortnite, and he's trying to force his fucking crapaganda in. Oh my God.
Socialist policy. This is me off the cuff.
How many hundreds of thousands of people did they get to watch this? Scroll down a little bit.
You know what's funny?
45,000 people. Wow.
It's like I was talking to a Gaza doctor.
Yeah. You know what's funny, honestly, is I don't know if I could think of a more uptight person to be playing video games in the right-wing media ecosystem. Like, the whole vibe is supposed to be like you're hanging with your friend. I mean, I don't think Ben Shapiro could act casual alone in his pajamas.
This is a good strategy, the hiding.
You've almost made it to the top 25%. If we win a game just by staying away from everybody, that would probably be.
I've coined a new strategy at that point.
You realize you've been doing this wrong your whole life.
I have been. I've been like just throwing my control at the TV.
Oh my God, the editing.
Oh.
Remember, that used to be Brett Cooper's thing, too.
It's Family Guy's fault.
No, but it's also like they are trying so hard to keep your attention.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, let's try this again. Only this time I'm not going to be impatient. It's weird. You have to have a balance of patience yet impulsivity. Haven't quite perfected that yet.
Entering now. Here we go.
This is it, Bond. Get that flag.
Remember your training, mate. You've got this.
You've got your Q lens. Use it.
Good thinking staying low.
Please work correctly.
Nice. They didn't expect that to happen.
You there? Mate, what happened? Oh, I'm gonna break your nose.
Hey, if it works, it works. Go for it, Bond.
Good choice moving right. I'd have done the same.
Keep at it.
Remember our code of conduct. Don't shoot until absolutely necessary.
That was a little sloppy, but okay. What am I looking at? I got guys above me. So, let's see if I go up. Those three guys. Continue this way. I've got those two guys.
Keep it up, Bond.
Okay. So I don't even really need to fuck with those guys. Let's see.
Can't wait for my run. I'll show those wankers.
Oh shit. That's the problem, because there's that guy right there. So I need to do something.
Stay there,
What is it with
and they'll
this?
spot you.
Can't wait to show those SAS when it's my turn.
Let me see. What we got here? What's this? Don't know what that was.
Well, shit.
Guess I'll take a look.
What?
Don't see him!
Never heard you coming. Eyes on the prize, mate.
Shit. I'm almost there.
Eyes open.
Yeah. That isn't gonna knock him out. That's just gonna distract him. How did I do that before? Oh, yeah. I think I used the fucking radio to lure him over.
Six months of this? Yes, please.
Could be worth a look.
Come on, come on, come on.
Is that a thing? What?
Shit, 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 shit. Go away, go away. Oh. All right. Sure, he's not around.
Hope this kind of thing isn't all we'll be doing during training. Vanishing act. Nice move.
What have we got here? Something is wrong. What the hell caused that? Just gave up. What was that?
Yeah.
What was that?
What indeed?
You made it to the tower. Now get to its top.
Oh shit.
I can see you.
I'm gonna sort you.
Never give in.
Too easy.
Again.
I feel some foreshadowing. I'm reminded of another Bond story where
Establishing a baseline is the first thing they'll want to do.
my friend betrayed me.
Truthfully, what's your name?
James Bond,
How old are you?
26.
That's our baseline. Now watch this. You don't like me, do you?
Jesus.
This should be interesting.
I don't mind you. Much.
Clear spike. Now, if you can muster the courage, unlike young Bond here, it's always best to go with the truth, as long as it doesn't jeopardize your mission objective or sensitive information. Let's try again. Do you think telling me you don't like me will affect my ability to judge you objectively?
Based on our past experience, yes.
In other words, you think I'm incompetent. You miss your parents,
None of your business.
but you would agree that being orphaned at a young age has left you rudderless and unable to finish anything meaningful.
No.
Are you offended? You think I've overstepped? You do realize that the people who put you in that chair in real life, they won't play fair.
Dig in.
I can't believe you made it out.
Oh, yes, it was very dangerous.
Bond, we're waiting.
What?
Pub?
Archives.
Are you comfortable?
Thank you. I am.
Let's calibrate. What's your name?
Cressida Bright.
Eye color?
Pale blue-grey.
Okay, that's a solid baseline. Now, start spinning Porky's crest.
Ready? Here we go. What's your name?
Rosie Poole.
Wow.
Nothing. Try something harder.
Do you agree that privilege like yours makes one lose touch with reality?
What privilege? When my parents died, all they left me was a cat and a moth-eaten couch.
Fed, you say. Then who wrote that note in the kitchen? Darling, please reconsider Sandringham this weekend. Many important people there. We could get you back on track in no time. Love, Amar.
Oh, that. You're mistaken Monroe's family for mine.
That's rich. You'll have to try harder to trip her up, Bond.
So, Cressida, how long have you had the hots for Monroe?
I don't. Hey, that is not fair.
What? You fancy me? Why didn't you just say so?
Before you use these gadgets in the field, it's important you understand how they work. These phones do more than just make calls. Bond, Ronson, please pick up a phone and load up from the chemicals on the workbench.
Can't wait.
Go on, guys, try that.
Dart phone.
Glad it's not me.
It will be next.
Found what I need.
Splendid. Ronson, step into the red square. Bond, step into the blue circle.
Well, this is going to suck.
Bond, whenever you're ready.
Sorry, Ronson. Nothing personal.
Nausea, dizziness, and disorientation. The target's balance is affected, making it impossible for them to remain standing in one place. Perfect for when you need someone out of your way.
Oh, shit. It's not possible.
Correct. Given your current inability to listen to my guidance, it is not. Bond, you're up.
You'll get there, mate.
I don't know. I need some air.
You can't control the target, Monroe, but you can learn to control you. Bond, pick up the gun and hit the target.
Sounds simple enough.
Close. One more time. Almost. Try again. Skill or pure dumb luck? Let's find out.
Again.
I can't believe you pulled that trick on me. Always do the unexpected. Fast rule of spycraft.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, you still beat me.
Well, of course. But still.
Early day tomorrow. Catch the flag at daybreak. SAS are prepping for it now. Suggest you get some rest.
I remember when Sundays were Sundays.
Yeah. Hey, listen, why don't we just take tomorrow off?
I wish.
I'm serious. Look, we go get the flag now. Have a well-deserved rest tomorrow.
That's actually not a bad idea.
What? You want to do this, Chris?
First rule of spycraft. Greenway can't possibly object.
Are you going to stand there all night?
Leave them to me, boys. Earpieces in. Let me know when you're through. Hey, guys.
What are you doing here? Let's go.
Listen, I know you guys don't like to be humiliated on the courses, but if you choose to see through our superiority, we're actually really nice people.
You believe this girl?
Piss off.
Okay, I'm just messing with you. I am serious about something I like. Silly, really. So we just want to take out and write you over tomorrow night.
Bond.
Know each other at
Over here.
Greenway's birthday.
More of them.
We need to get past if we want to find the flat.
But I didn't see. How did you...
Try knight takes queen.
If that's you, Bennett, I'm gonna stick this knight somewhere you won't like it.
Okay, let's split up. I'll go this way. We need intel on the flag's location ASAP. On it. Keep in touch.
Oh my goodness. We're doing the whole Captain Kirk thing.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, listen. Greenway's birthday's coming up and we're throwing him a little thing. Just spreading the word. Mind if I pass?
Okay, go ahead.
Cheers.
Wait!
Monroe? They're having a party without us. Bit insulted. Any word from your two friends?
Nah, still out. They just don't make SAS troopers like in my day.
Okay, I'll keep looking. There's a building across the compound that looks like a good place to start.
Sounds like you boys are enjoying your little game of hide and seek.
Oh shit. Let's see, which way do I want to go? I need to get to that building. I could try to... Well, there's only one dude down there. Oh shit. Whoa.
Always ready to track back and help defensively. Just as we expected, this is turning out to be a very physical half. Two arch rivals evenly matched and giving nothing away.
First touch for Abrak. He's been impressing everyone with his form since the start of the season.
It's great promise from the home side this evening.
Yes, there really is. And some of that comes down to the way the manager, Murphy, has worked on the team's movement. And it's improving results.
Gaddis with the flick forward. Miller in a good position to try a long cross.
Harris intercepts the cross. Passes it out to Keating, who evades a heavy challenge from Embleton. Plays it down the line to Hendricks. It's a dangerous break as they head towards the 18-yard box, and the United defence scrambles to get itself in order.
This break has caught United by surprise. It's 2 against 4. Hendricks crosses wide to Keating, who takes it on the volley.
Son of a bitch.
Punches it wide at his near post. It's a corner for City.
Tidman is going to take the corner for City. Crosses it to the front post. Alejandro gets his head
Oh,
to it.
please let me puncture it.
Peters is the first to the ball for United and unseats.
Shit.
That wasn't pretty, but United have survived the most dangerous moment for them in the match so far.
City are piling on the pressure at the moment. The United defence need to get themselves organised if they want to stand a chance against this revitalised City team.
It's a race between Townsend and Milton for the loose ball. Townsend gets there first.
It's not cool that I can't puncture the damn thing from here.
So long as they bring up some support.
They continue to push forward with this counter-attack while City players track back and regroup.
Johnson to Borowski. Borowski passes high across the box towards the far post. But there's no one there to meet it. Goal kick for City.
Thank you.
Great. But there wasn't any support for the strikers. So far it's City who are the more organised team.
And now it's City on the break. Good skill from Thomas. It takes 2 United players to stop him in his tracks.
He's been in great form of late and his work rate is fantastic. Always
ready to track back and help defensively. Just as we expected, this is turning out to be a very physical half. Two arch rivals.
Watch out, Bond. They're about to spot you.
He's been impressing everyone. Great promise from the home side this evening. Yes, there really is. And some of that comes down to the way the manager, Murphy, has worked on
Bond, just overheard a couple of troopers talking about the flag. It's on the top floor of the back building. Meet me up there.
On my way.
Busted out with Keating, who evades a heavy challenge from Emble, then plays it down the line to Hendricks. It's a dangerous break, they head
We got there.
and the United defense scrambles to get itself in order. This break has caught United by surprise. It's 2 against 4. Hendricks crosses White to Keating, who takes it on the volley. And Innish punches it wide and hits near post.
Best one I ever tried was also the simplest. Salt, pepper, sugar, chili, garlic, and onion. Rub it into the meat half an hour before it goes in the barbecue.
Peters is the first of all. United and cuts it clear. Well, that wasn't pretty, but United have to
Celery, salt, sugar, onion powder, mustard, and cayenne.
City are fighting under pressure at the moment. The United defence need to get themselves organised if they want to revitalise City's lead. It's a race between Townsend and Milton for the loose ball.
Stick with your bloody piri-piri if you want.
Warriors? Not a clue.
Pick it up, Bond. Find the flag.
He's gone dog. Okay, back on track. Other guy's taking a bit of a kip.
Great promise from the home side this season. Yes, there really is. And some of that comes down to the way the manager, Murphy, has worked on the team's movement. And it's improving results. Mimic in a good position to try a lost cross. Allison steps across. Passes it out to Keating, who makes a heavy challenge from Emble. Plays it down by Hendricks. It's a dangerous break, but it heads towards the 18-yard box. And the United defence scrambles to get itself in order. This break has caught United by surprise. It's 2 against 4. Hendricks crosses White to Keating, who takes it on the volley. And it is punches.
And the car's a total write-off. Jesus, what was that daft old bugger thinking? Yeah, I know he's your dad, but you should have known better. Look, I don't want to argue.
Bond, have you checked the top floor?
Okay. How do I get up there?
But there was any support for the strikers so far in City who are the more organised team. Now it's City on the break. Good skill from Thomas. It takes 2 United players to stop him in his tracks. He's been a great ball today and his work rate is fantastic. Always ready to track back and help defensively.
You run perimeter.
Done. Sarge wanted me to check the flag room. Down kind of state before we're all gone.
You're right behind you. Can smell him from up here.
Down to the way the manager, Murphy, has worked on the team's movement. And it's improving results. Gaps with the big ball. Mimic in a good position to try a long cross.
Shit.
Passes it out to Keating, who evades a heavy challenge from Emble. Plays it down the line to Hendricks. It's a dangerous break, but it heads towards the 18-yard
What are you waiting for? Get the flag.
to get itself in order. This break has caught United by surprise. It's 2 against 4. Hendricks crosses White to Keating, who takes it on the volley. And it is punches it wide and hits near post. It's a corner to City. This one is going to take a corner to City. This to the front post. Alejandro gets his head to it, but it hits the woodwork. Peters is the first of the ball. United and unseen clear.
shit. I pulled that off somehow. Okay. I need to... Ooh. Nice distraction.
Why would...
This guy looks
What?
hurt. Just there.
Go check it out.
Bond, have you checked the top floor? What's up with you? He's knocked out. Do a quick sweep, now.
Got it.
What happened here?
All right there.
Did you do this? Focus.
I was just about to call someone.
Explain
Doctor,
yourself.
priest. All depends on the next 30 seconds.
Thank you. Now move away. I have this.
Good man.
Oh! Shot over here. Whatever this is, don't fight.
You got it? Right here. Follow me. I've got a plan. Huh?
Bond? Monroe? Status?
Monroe just crashed the party.
Come on, take him down! Hey! Oi, come back! Oi, lads! Up here! Up there! Get him!
There's too many of them. Sit rep. We're screwed. Thanks, mate. Things just got sticky. Main door exit's not really an option just now.
Shit. New plan. Meet me at the backside docks.
Can't. Monroe's in trouble. Block the door. Circle around and meet you there. See you in a bit.
Eyes on him! What's your location, Monroe?
Just pin the route for you.
Good call on the boat, Cress. I owe you one.
You can add it to the tab.
Glad to hear you're all safe. Could you get a move on and can we get me?
So I'm curious to hear how every SAS in the compound suddenly got alerted to our presence.
Monroe, you take that one.
Can't talk right now.
So, Christ, they're really going at him.
Sorry. Putting it a bit close there. No worries, mate. All the time in the world. New course. Tougher opposition, tighter deadline. So be smart. Fastest win gets extra credits. Yes, what is it, Bond?
First rule of spycraft.
Always do the unexpected.
And what about it?
Followed it, sir.
Grab your coat. We're going out.
Don't tell me. Tea and cucumber sandwiches.
You wish. Come on.
to everything not MI6.
Can't fault their timing.
Me and my big mouth.
I'm very sorry. Let me get out of your way.
Oh. Need to get through. Contact at the bar.
Nash, ready?
Told to wait here for further instructions. You too.
No, just passing.
Good luck.
Just wait.
Oops, my bad.
You're a really good dancer.
Can I dance? That's not cool.
The epiphylium oxypetalum only blossoms at night.
That's an interesting pickup line.
Sorry. Thought you were someone else.
Hey, how can you be so sure I'm not the one you want, yeah? We only just met.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Leaving. Excuse me.
Oi! I'm not finished with you!
Leave it, Gav. Leave it. Come on, let's buy me a drink.
Charming.
Gav, my mistake.
The epiphyllum oxypetalum only blossoms at night.
And only for a single night.
What have you got for me?
There's a package for you in the gents. Watch it in private. X marks the spot.
I should not have assumed.
Pour me a pint of lager, will you? And get this girl whatever she likes.
A gentleman. How quaint.
We're a dying breed, I'm afraid.
Alas,
What's your poison, then?
I prefer smoky mezcal cocktails, but they're not on the card here.
A smoked old-fashioned instead, perhaps?
Not a bad idea.
And a smoked old-fashioned for the lady.
Coming right up.
Don't mind me.
Excuse me? Where do I find the gents?
Just over there to the left, by the cloakroom.
Sorry, passing through.
Ah, shit. Yes, you are.
Again? What are the odds?
Damn it. Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? I'm gonna steal your phone battery. Steal your drink. I'm loaded, baby. Steal your phone battery. But you're not allowed to have a game with, oh, hey, babe, with a club scene. And not have a way to have.
Good night.
Not bad.
You all right?
Pretty good.
You pulled?
Not yet. You?
Yeah. Blonde salt in the upstairs bar.
She got a mate?
Dunno. Could ask. She's in the downstairs bar.
You said upstairs.
Yeah? Maybe she is. Blonde salt. I reckon she's up for it. Might have a mate.
Won't close while I'm in here.
Found you.
MI6 has identified a leak from the Trade Ministry. We've narrowed our suspects to 3 secretaries, Rick Bolthorpe, Alice Wetherall, and Joshua Pike, all at the club this very evening. Your job is to identify the culprit. Bond, you'll be teaming up with Nash and Singh to focus on Pike. Keep this device on you and get up close. It will enable Singh to access Pike's phone. Best of luck, Bond.
Singh, Nash, we're on Pike.
Already looking for him.
Let's do this.
Told ya, I wasn't finished with ya. Everyone else, out.
Really? Sure you wouldn't rather go hang in the bar? Have to warn you, I'm pretty good.
No one chats up my girlfriend.
A man of principles.
Chance! Walk away now!
Big, but you're out of shape.
What the hell, Bond? You fighting?
Yeah, sorry. Was that good for you?
Thought you said you were good at this.
I'll let you have that one.
Just back off.
Do yourself a favor. Give it up. Don't forget to flush.
I just gotta see. I should have shot him with a dart. Damn it.
Nash.
Oh, you're all done.
Yeah. Thanks anyway.
What? No, I just came to watch.
Listen, guys, Pike's upstairs, but it's guest list only. But I got the club blueprints, and there are some backstairs behind the bar.
How about the dance floor balcony? That's an access point.
Okay.
Sing? Backstairs are staff only, I presume?
Right. They're in a storage area, so don't get in trouble.
Balconies, Nash?
Aye. Overlooking the dance floor.
And how do you suggest I get up there?
I don't know. Just telling you, it's an access point.
Get upstairs, Bond. And Nash, you find a good vantage point for observations.
After you, Bond.
Okay. Dude.
Hey, Cressida.
Bond? This is great. Monroe and I got Alice Witherall. My bet's on Pike, though. Who'd you get?
Pike. With Nash and Singh.
Oh, Alice is on the move. Can't talk.
Let's see. Gotta get behind the bar.
That's my bad. Jeez, look where you're going. It's the third time that night.
I just slinked into the crowd and disappeared. You know the type. Slippery with sixth sense.
Oh, I do. Empty eyes, but busy hands. I had one who tried for the bottles in the bar every time I turned my back. And when I realised, I just had that empty stare. Like it was too stupid to try and move like that in the first place.
Did you hear about the guy last week who climbed the light rig backstage to get to the free bar in the upstairs lounge?
No shit.
Now there's an idea.
Exactly that.
Shit people are willing to pull to get free drinks.
Remember that Conrad you had to deal with? He brought extra alpha drinks
Smooth.
That bartender just
See that bartender?
Sorry.
Come on, everyone's here. Music's great. Just you got to come. I even got you on the VIP list. Free drinks in the upstairs lounge. Of course I didn't. Jones! Just say Jones and you'll get the stamp. Get your arse in here and get down here. We'll sort all that tomorrow. One night off. It'll be fine.
Oh, sorry.
You want to know if
I'll
she's
move.
single? All you've got to do is ask.
What if she thinks I'm an arsehole for asking?
You want me to ask her?
God, that would make me look such a twat.
You've got eyes.
Would you?
Use them.
Would you ask her?
Sorry, I'm in your way. Would you mind terribly?
What are we having? I don't like anything creamy.
Creamy. Babes, we're having shots.
Now you're talking. Shots, shots, shots.
You got a stamp?
I didn't know I needed one.
If you're on the list, you can get it in the cloakroom. If you're not, you're out of luck.
Watch your step.
Don't mind me.
How much? For 2 coats? You're having a laugh.
Upstairs lounge?
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Name's Jones.
Jones. You work with it, yeah. Gotcha, yeah. There you go. Enjoy yourself, mate.
Go ask them to chuck it in a corner. Maybe you'll get a discount.
Watch it.
Out of the way.
Hey, you're blocking my way.
You get out of here.
I'm with trading standards. We have reason to believe that you watered down your beverages. Are you aware of this practice?
No, never seen anything like that.
I need to check the back.
Oh shit. Honestly, I don't even need to do this
Didn't
now.
we just do this?
Of course. I was just leaving.
I appreciate it.
Excuse me.
Keep walking.
Your stamp? Thanks.
Did I just see you walk right past those bouncers, Bond?
What? I just showed them my stamp.
Oops.
In the lounge now, looking for Pike.
Find him and get up close.
I see him.
I'm heading back in. Coming. In a moment.
Definitely not what was supposed to happen.
Bond,
When I
use
see
your
him in
Q
your way.
lens to locate Pike's phone.
Get hurt.
Just his vibe. And perhaps his ankle. A bit. Lucky for us, he'll think twice before
somewhere. Stay up close for data extraction.
Rose is asking for you, Josh. You going in?
Yeah. I'll just fetch the others.
Data still coming in, but I believe we've identified our Trade Ministry leak. I'm getting photos of classified documents from Pike's phone. Bond, stay up close.
Let's finish this. Sorry, I need to get by.
So, my boyfriend's not looking too hot. He won't say what's happened, but I have a feeling you happened.
Get rid of a Bond.
I don't know if I should be angry or flattered.
Neither. It had nothing to do with you.
Are you sure?
Quite. Excuse me. Bad news. Pike just entered the exclusive booth.
Better find a way in there, then.
I've got to find a way to fool this lad. Drinks, anyone? Thirsty crowd.
3 drinks does that.
Great, our drinks. Hang on, is that a martini? I didn't order that. No one in their right mind would. And that one, pineapple? Only acceptable pineapple ever is on my pizza.
What?
Now why don't you go back to your little bar
Son of a
and get
bitch.
us what we ordered?
You son of a bitch.
Besides, where's your sense of adventure?
Yes, why don't you live a little, Crispin? If you'd excuse me.
Yes, but I deserve that you put in a bit of an effort.
Ladies and gentlemen, data extraction complete.
Good job. Now let's celebrate. Where are you guys?
I'm up here on the balcony.
On my way.
Move, please.
Careful.
No. That kind of sucks. This sucks.
Watch it.
What a night. I think we...
You have to
I
have
just
dance
found something.
animations.
Pike's meeting
With
his
the character.
contact tonight at the club. And?
We need to act. We could unravel the whole network.
And how exactly would that play out?
Have they met before?
No, first time.
Perfect. Monroe, how about you intercept the meeting? Pretend to be Pike. Bond, you make sure Pike doesn't show.
Any ideas?
Our best bet would be to stow him away somewhere. Lock him in. That ought to be possible up here.
I'll figure something out.
I'll be by the stairs to make sure Pike doesn't slip down.
Okay.
Quite all right. Let's do one for the show.
Excuse me?
How was the turnout yesterday?
Yeah, you weren't here. You were supposed to, though, weren't you?
Oh, well, I remember the storage room door is acting up again. Got stuck last night. Sam spent nearly 3 hours in there before we even noticed she was missing.
So there's a storage room.
I bet she wasn't happy about that.
Nah, she was cool.
This'll do nicely.
Wow.
Slow down.
Mind yourself. Joshua Pike. Change of plans. Come with me.
Who the hell are you?
Your contact had to abort last second. I'm his replacement. You want this deal to happen, then start walking.
Okay, I'll walk.
Just through here.
So, let
In here. After you.
Hey! What the hell?
Bottle service.
What?
Don't mind me.
Alright guys, that's Pike taken care of. Locked him in.
Tell me you got his phone first.
Shit.
I've got you covered. Fried his SIM.
Time for phase 2. Bond, meet me by the stairs. Let's regroup. Sorry. Well done, Bond. Now we just need Monroe to scare the socks off her so she calls her boss.
Change of plans? I just found a message. She's expecting someone tall, dark, and handsome.
And 2 out of 3 won't do.
It'll have to be Bond then. Where is she?
I've got eyes on our girl. Pretty black dress. She's behind the cloakroom.
No rest for the wicked.
All up to you now, Bond. No pressure.
I need to make a call her handler for this to work, right, Singh?
Yeah. She communicated with Pike on a rotating comm protocol, and I assume she'll use the same thing with her handler. But I got Pike's phone cloned, so it shouldn't be a problem.
If it's not a problem, why mention it?
Guys, focus, please.
You good, Bond?
Ready to shake things up.
You've got eyes. Use them.
I found her. Oh, good. You showed.
And I was just about to leave. You're late.
Give her hell, okay? We need her to call her handler.
Leave? I doubt that. In fact, you're so hot for what I've got, we need to talk price. It just doubled.
Why do little men like you always do that? You must know we won't play along.
I don't give a shit if you don't. I can easily find someone else who'll be more appreciative of my services.
God, you're serious? I can call my guy, but trust me, it won't turn out well for you.
Call him.
Who's this?
Oh, Christ. Could we not do this?
You prefer her? To me? Please. I'm leaving.
No, stay.
What the? And who the hell are you? Acting all superior? I don't have to take this.
How about you put a leash on your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Damn right I'm not. Don't believe a word he says. All smooth, but such a liar. Asshole.
I'm done. Deal's off.
If you go, the offer is up. It's now or never. Your call.
Give me a few minutes. I need to make a phone call. It's me. He wants more money.
Done. She's making the call.
What
No.
took you so long?
Things got complicated.
Well done, recruits.
Yes,
Extraction
I
in
believe so.
2 minutes. I've marked the location in your lenses.
Understood.
First to
I'll
arrive
leave
gets
now.
extra credit.
It sure did take a while. But I've always known those looks of yours would get us in trouble someday.
I think he just sucks at turning down the keen ones.
You wouldn't know, Singh, but it actually takes a lot of practice. I'll give you some pointers one of these days, Bond.
Thanks, Kingsley.
Extraction, guys. TikTok.
Oh? Oh, sorry. I'll move.
Passing through.
You're dead, mate.
Mind if I cut in?
These guys really want to dance. My shot. I do. Be at him. Assist. A club full of regular Londoners, and you had to charm the army boys. Not bad. One more. Land a good one. Come on. Let me kick his teeth. Why do they keep getting up? Army. This is what love means to them. You're late.
I'd say there's still time for a pint. Back in. First round on me. Cheeky half?
I'm suspending training, effective immediately. A situation's arisen, a matter of considerable delicacy. The former 009, real name Reese Beckett. A rogue operative guilty of high treason, he has somehow managed to stay hidden for over a decade. And now he's coming in from the cold. 009 claims to hold evidence of a conspiracy against the state, and he intends to hand it in return for a full pardon on one condition. He will only talk to John Greenway.
I guess there really is someone for everyone.
And where do we come in, Mum? Last time I checked, cutting deals with traitors was not in our playbook.
009 is a master infiltrator. As resourceful as he is paranoid, thinking 2 steps ahead is this man's idea of lazy. To catch him, we're gonna need eyes everywhere. Consider this a field exam. Get your equipment and cover stories from Q. Moneypenny will fill you in on the rest. Dismissed. Bond. A word. Greenway wasn't happy with your performance last night, and he's reluctant to bring you along, just a heads up.
Right. Any advice?
Doing what you're told might be a good start.
Ponsonby?
Bond.
Need to get a proper fucking thing.
What did she say?
Greenway doesn't want me to come after last night.
Really? I missed the extraction deadline too.
Well, I am going. That's what counts.
Come on. Let's go see Q. A rogue 00 coming in from the cold. Not bad for a first mission.
She said he's been in hiding for more than a decade. That roughly matches when the program was shut down, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You think he caused that?
It could be. Or it could just be timing deciding things. I mean, Thea was just integrated. Perhaps the 00s didn't feel needed to the same extent after that.
Heading down to Q-Lab.
In a moment.
Q-Lab. Cover stories and field equipment. This sure beats exams. Wonder what he's got lined up for us.
I wouldn't mind that bike coming along.
Oh? I heard you were more into explosives. The bigger the better, according to Basil from accounting.
Basil? Who's that?
Vice chairman of your fan club.
I'm the chairman? I guess that would be Greenway, right?
They did both run for the post, but Greenway won by a whisker.
I was looking for you two. Monroe, I have your cover story from Q.
Can't wait. Later, mate.
Any idea what's in store for me?
No clue. Something dashing, no doubt.
This guy? Fashion photographer.
Fearless war correspondent.
Adventurer archaeologist.
This takes me back.
Right. We just brought it out from storage. Cold War legacy piece. Phone rings, target enters, takes the call, the door seals, and a soporific gas spills from the receiver, quickly filling the hermetically sealed booth, which quietly descends into the ground where an extraction team awaits.
Nice. Does it still work?
No, but it holds a bunch of old coins.
Pity.
Recruit Bond. I hear you got banned from the Art Club on your first visit. Nicely done.
Not more of a lounge lizard. You seen Q?
He's in wearables.
Of course he is.
Mm-hmm. 98.2% inflation. Fine work.
I still detect a 0.2 microsecond delay in the ECU. Need to adjust the trigger sensors before we present to Q.
Good call.
Whoa!
What are we looking at? Portable airbag?
Shelter sphere. If you're ever caught in an avalanche, you'll be glad to be packing one of these.
Why would I be caught in an avalanche carrying a gentleman's briefcase?
We... Oh, mind your own business, Bond.
Moving on.
He was down here not too long ago.
Who? Nicholas Webb?
Sir Nicholas. Yeah, the Foreign Secretary gave him the grand tour. Q didn't seem overly excited.
Ah, a bit of professional envy, perchance.
Well, he may be a billionaire, but Q's better dressed.
I wouldn't mind shaking that man's hand. Creator of Thea. That's no mean feat.
My father was a GCHQ analyst. I'm just happy he retired before Thea took the stage. Oh, I don't know. Creating our own replacements? Some feat.
I'll move over Savile Road. Kingsley? Nash?
Bond. I can barely make out last night's bruises. Only the subtle stain of defeat.
Must have missed a spot. What are your covers?
Keith Bollinger, private banker to the rich and famous.
Grace Dufresne, career diplomat. Same as my parents. The backstory sort of writes itself.
Well, that's handy.
Anyway, Q's waiting for you. And Bond, friendly word of advice? No shenanigans today. You're hanging on by a thread.
Message received. Thanks.
See you at the briefing.
That's nice.
Yes. Note the exquisite stitching and attention to detail. Cut, proportion, and style in perfect harmony.
Looks a bit big.
Oh no, this is for Monroe. You'll be wearing that one.
I'm the chauffeur.
Well, don't look at me, I just work here.
Greenway.
I'm heading over to gadget testing. Join me when you're ready. There's some new field gear that I'd like you to try out.
Right. Probably a new line of air fresheners.
Is that Pierce Brosnan?
Downing Street.
No.
Cressida's dad is on the rise.
Perhaps a nice matte black suit.
You're not playing an Undertaker, Nash. Go with that bottle green corduroy blazer.
I'm a financier, Kingsley. No a leprechaun.
Suit yourself, then. That asymmetrical silk bias cut dress is nice.
Less is more. Except when it's not.
Interesting. Nice.
So looks can kill.
Oh, darling, it's a dream come true.
Let's synchronize our stories. I'm a big shot sports agent, and you're a washed-up child influencer with a massive gambling problem. I took pity on you.
Or I'm a high-powered lawyer and you're a former professional rugby player with moderate brain damage. I find your incomprehensible grunts soothing somehow.
Ouch!
No time to
Find
date.
someone your own size, like James here.
Vicky from Club Call Me. Wait. Let's see.
Handsome bunch. Enjoying yourselves?
Get this. We're a couple. Blake and Loretta York. Married 4 years.
What did you get, James?
The short end of the stick, that's what.
Greenway strikes again, eh? Sorry, mate.
Honestly, you made your bed, James. If I were you, I'd be thankful I was going at all.
I trust you two will be very happy together.
See you at the briefing.
What? We were all on the same mission. Wait a minute, did I check my outfit on it? Okay, yeah, there's my outfit. Nope. Well, let me do anything with it.
Chauffeur. That's just grand.
Odd. Congrats on completing training.
Okay, let's see what's in store.
Splendid work, Bridget. I'd say one more round of iteration and we're ready for field testing.
That is my assessment as well.
Q? You mentioned some field gear that needs testing?
Quite right, yes. Over here, please. This here is a shockwave device. It triggers a small, directed propagating disturbance that staggers opponents on impact and causes medium damage to body armor.
Try it out, why don't you?
All right.
Now, aim the device at Arthur here, and before you ask, yes, he's good with it.
I'm good with it. If you say so.
There we are. Well done. Okay, next item. A sleek upgrade to a timeless classic, the smoke grenade. This small-scale, lightweight projectile blocks visibility, leaving an opponent open to attack. Go on, have a go.
Don't mind if I do.
Right. Throw it at Arthur. You ready, Arthur?
Ready!
Now, as you can see, the smoke obscures Arthur's vision, causing an acute sense of disorientation. While the effect lasts, he is quite defenseless. And that's the whole shooting match. You may choose your equipment from the gadget cart. Bridget here will sort you out if you have questions.
Thanks.
Good luck out there, Bond.
Hello?
You were authorized to bring 2 items into the field. Not that you're likely to need them in the car park.
Uh-huh.
Was that insensitive? My people skills range in the bottom third.
Surely not. Kind of choosing blindly here. Any pointers?
I cannot disclose any specific details about the assignment, only that you will be attending an exclusive social event. High security, low hostility. In these types of situations, discretion, not force, is advised.
Duly noted.
Wait, what? Okay. Haha.
All done.
Huh. Interesting.
What?
Nothing. Good luck out there.
Wait, what?
Can you believe this place? I think I applied for the wrong job.
You can always quit. Spare me the competition.
Not a chance.
Ronson? Singh? What kind of cover stories did you get?
Human rights lawyer.
DPhil in mathematics from Cambridge, specializing in differential geometry.
Sounds like you were born for the part.
What did you get? Demolition man?
Transportation specialist?
Chauffeur, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, Bond. For what it's worth, I thought you did well last night.
Pity's sake, Ronson, don't encourage him. Anyway, we're heading up to operations. See you there.
See you around.
We need increased stability. It's fine for interiors, but positioned the rotors too far forward, and it will create drag in high wind situations. Am I boring you, Jeremy?
It's Daphne. She's moved out.
Oh, for the love of...
Came home last night and all the things were gone. No note. No nothing.
Look, you live in a £25,000 a year broom closet. I say get a cat and count your blessings. Anyway, increased stability. Gyroscopes. You think you're up for the task, Jeremy?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I'll pull myself together. There. Steady as a... Well, not this drone.
A lame joke. There's my Jeremy. Seriously, though, get a cat. You're not meant to be alone.
Where would I have glasses?
Q, you got a minute?
Shoot.
Greenway obviously knew 009. Did they serve together?
They did.
So what happened?
I think you know the answer to that.
Oh, it's classified?
Just so.
You've been with MI6 a long time.
I have.
So you were here before decommission?
I was. And if I had known you people would be prancing around the issue, I would have brought my dancing shoes. Yes, I do remember 009, often stood in the very spot you're now standing.
What was he like?
Charismatic, clever, infuriating. He had a twinkle in his eye, that one, and a wild streak to match. Thought he could walk on water, but you never questioned his commitment or loyalty. I suppose he fooled everyone, didn't he?
Well, better head out.
Go get him.
Ooh, what's this?
Bond, is it? Feel free to have a look around. Just don't leave fingerprints all over the glass.
Ooh, can I leave fingerprints all over the glass? Ooh. Oh!
Is that an ejection seat?
Good eye.
On a car?
Looks can be deceiving.
It's not a car.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Never mind. So, what's wrong with an airbag?
Why have hamburger when you can have steak?
Fair enough.
Oh shit. But where the fuck did the seat go? Fuck.
Nice one. That's what I'm talking about.
Holy shit. Hold on. Did the devs know I would try this? Yes, they did.
Careful with that. Devalue your eyebrows.
Have you spoken to the Valhalla? Anything seem familiar?
Oh, I thought that was you. That's brilliant.
Right? The technology is incredible. I can't even tell the difference.
And you're not the slightest bit worried that the SIS now owns your voice for all perpetuity?
It's for science. Besides, they have all our voices on file.
They what?
Everything you say in Q Branch gets recorded, love. Didn't you read your contract?
Not the fine print.
Actually, it was emblazoned across page 2 in bold red letters.
Rub it in, why don't you?
Uh-huh.
I know that look. You found something in deep storage, didn't you?
It's
strange.
Impressive. Congealment is nearly instantaneous. But we need to drastically reduce mass to make the device buildable. Target specs are 56 grams. Same as the tennis ball.
Tall order. A minibar. And silk cushions. Is it a lifeboat or a love nest?
one doesn't necessarily exclude the other, I suppose.
The past is a foreign country.
It's a mini bar and a love nest.
That's a sticky situation.
Right. It's the latest in non-lethal defense tech. The canister releases a blast of ultra-fast hardening riot foam that'll pacify an elephant. You can set it off on a timer, with motion sensors, or by remote trigger. Care to try? It feels like a warm hug.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, damn. Oh.
Hey, look who's back.
Yep.
Ah, Bond. Please, look but don't touch. Fresh ceramic coat.
What did I do all day? Why, I weaponized a luxury sports car. Funny you should ask.
Test number 5, Boyle from accounting.
Perfect match. Continue, please.
Test number 6, Waters, shooting range instructor.
Uncanny. Great work, Gillian.
Wait, what? It didn't change.
McPherson, Palmer, you're both fired. Clean out your desks.
You're a funny guy, Bond.
I'm dead serious. Reason for termination, violation of dress code. You did not iron your socks.
Q doesn't iron his socks. He has them dry cleaned. Now go bother someone else.
Sorry. Couldn't resist.
What's your take on the new M?
Well, she keeps her cards pretty close to her chest. Suppose she needs to. But she's the reason we're all here. Took a lot of political courage to revive the program. You gotta respect that.
You know, she brought her dog to the office the other day. Cute little guy. It slobbered all over the elevator.
I thought she'd be a cat person.
No. Nothing. All right.
Hi. Which floor?
Operations, please.
No problem. Hello. Can I help you?
Perhaps you can. I'm looking for Moneypenny.
I think she's in her pod. Just through that door down there, and you can't miss her.
Texas is so soon.
Could you track the mission approval on Wild?
All right there.
Sure. Just send it in when you get it. Thanks.
Oh, cool.
Chauffeur, I heard.
Greenway obviously considers my driving skills indispensable. In case we get into a car chase.
Oh, yes, of course. I thought it was due to your massive fail last night.
Give him a rest, Kingsley.
You see a massive fail. I see a multifaceted learning experience we can all benefit from.
The brief was finished and handed off to diplomatic relations. You can close that one.
you don't mind, those are private.
Hello again. This is one of the new recruits, I believe. This is Whitlock, and I'm Bancroft.
You look familiar. Have we met?
Don't believe we have. The name's Bond.
Oh. So that's you.
Heard of me, have you?
I was the one handling the media after the Iceland incident.
You did cause a few grey hairs around the place. Word of advice, you might want to stay clear of Basil from accounting behind the lifts.
The floor's called Operations. What do you do down here?
Whitlock and his team deal with the media. One thing is secrecy, another subterfuge and public belief, and Alistair is the master of misdirection and half-truths.
You make that sound devious. It's all for king and country.
I myself am an analyst. But then we have people handling covers, vetting, accounting, mission support, assets, and quite a few more areas.
Full days working deep underground. It's gotta take its toll.
Comes with the territory. And apart from a feeling of time standing still, I really like it down here.
At least we're not in the tunnels. That used to be a thing.
Good chat. Later.
Nice chat.
Did you go check on that restaurant I mentioned?
I did. They'll be fine. In fact, I think the media attention might have worked in their favor. It was really busy.
Oh, good. You never know which way things go after a staging. Thoughtless was a bit anxious. Young couple running it and all.
Ah, no reason for that on this one.
All good.
Just got the sitrep for the Archer op. He's falling behind. Yes, I'm scouting the new window as we speak. Will do.
I've got the Petrovsky debrief later. Any pattern deviations I should know of?
None. She's solid.
M underestimates 009. You all do.
Thea's report was inconclusive, John. 009's been gone for too long to yield reliable data. There's a 50-50 chance that he's telling the truth. We need to know what he has.
We need nothing this man has to offer. Yes, this is just the boon that M's been looking for to get Foreign Secretary Bright and his lot off our backs, but 009 is a master manipulator. Whatever his endgame is, we won't see it coming.
I couldn't help but overhear you and Greenway.
Couldn't help yourself, is what you mean.
Sounds like there's some history between the two of them.
They served together as double O's, right up until Operation Nightfall.
Go on.
Would that I could.
Nice place. That screen big enough for you?
I know. It's cool, isn't it? Just got it up and running.
About 009. How did he manage to stay hidden for all those years? I thought Thea could get a handle on just about anyone in the world.
Well, it's not a magic wand, James. Thea consumes data on an unprecedented scale, but if you leave none, you're effectively invisible. Imagine the focus and dedication it takes to stay off-grid for so long.
Did 009 have help?
Almost certainly. Some even speculated he was with the cousins.
Why would the Americans hide a UK traitor?
You don't have siblings, do you?
Recruit ranking. You have a widget for that.
I like to stay informed.
Looks like I kept my place.
Well, Greenway hasn't handed in the performance review for last night.
You have a mission briefing for me.
I do. Let's get the other recruits in here and I'll show you. The Grand Carpathian Hotel in the high Tatra Mountains of Slovakia, host to the World Chess Championship. Safe to say, 009 did not pick this location at random. The hotel is swarming with international VIPs, security is of the highest order, and due to the current diplomatic tension between the UK and Slovakia, the operation has not been cleared with local authorities. According to 009's instructions, the meeting will go down in full public view during the championship match. No comms, no tracking, no backup. And these are only the safeguards that we know about. 009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture. And if he suspects a trap, we'll never get another shot. This is where you come in. You're all blank slates in the intelligence circuit, which makes you ideally suited for undercover work. Locate 009 and keep him under close watch, but do not engage the target. This is a black tag operation, so discretion, ladies and gentlemen, is critical.
Now, I could get used to this.
Don't act too impressed, dearest, or you'll blow our cover. And James, do quit your pouting.
I'm a glorified hood ornament. What could I possibly have to pout about?
Sorry if the assignment doesn't live up to your grand expectations. Someone must watch the perimeter. If 009 slips through our fingers, you're the last line of defense.
Exhilarating. Greenway's testing you, mate. That's all. Don't give him an excuse.
The cap looks good on you, though. Really brings out your cheekbones. Take a left up ahead, James.
Backseat driver.
What's that, darling?
Just a frog in my throat.
Is everything in order?
Routine inspection, ma'am. Won't be a moment. All clear. Please proceed.
You think if I sold a kidney, I could afford to stay for a night?
I think I have. Stayed here, I mean. A wedding back in 22.
Doesn't sound like something you'd forget.
Well, the hen was in Cannes, so we flew in by private jet. It was dark and we'd been drinking, so...
Can. Private jet.
What?
Nothing. Darling, nothing at all.
What do you make of 009?
He was the best in his day. That was a long time ago. My guess is he's tired of running.
Greenway thinks we're being played.
And since when do you trust Greenway?
I never said I did.
They knew each other, though. That much is clear. Something to do with an operation called Nightfall.
Begs the question, did 009 pick Greenway out of good faith or bad blood?
Well, we're about to find out. Pull up. This is our stop. We're live, gentlemen. Switch to comms. Monroe, with me. James, stay.
Save the world some other time, yeah?
Afternoon. Invitation, please.
Blake and Loretta York. Plus the help.
Welcome to the Grand Carpathian. Parking is right up ahead. Mr. and Mrs. York, enjoy your stay.
Much obliged. Oh, they will.
Bright. We're entering the premises. Team status?
Nash, delivery area. In position. Same. Staff quarters.
Ronson, conference wing.
Kingsley, first floor suites. Bond. Bond.
Car park. In position.
Greenway, Grand Hall. Switching off comms as instructed. Keep a low profile and don't let your guards down. 009 most certainly won't. Out.
Not exactly the five-star treatment. No harm in stretching my legs.